Life isn't meant to be easy, it is meant to be lived. Sometimes happy, other times rough. But with every up and down, you learn lessons which make you strong. With these beautiful lines, I, Savya Sedumadhan, from class 9th Rose, would like to wish our principal, Reverend Sister Rosemary George, Vice Principal Sister Rincy, teachers, parents, and my dear friends a very good morning. Prayer is talking to God. So let's start our assembly with the presence of God. So I'd like to call my friend Adra for prayer and Tamanna for prayer song.
Our Father in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sins against us. Do not bring us to a test, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
God sent His Son, they called Him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all the fear is gone. Because I know, yes I know, He holds the future. And life is worth the living just because He lives.
Holy scriptures provide us with solutions for every situation in life. So I'd like to call my friend Riti for Bible, Bhumi for Bhagavad Gita, and Saad for Quran reading respectively.
Bible reading Proverbs chapter 3 verses 3 to 6. Never let go of faithfulness and loyalty. Tie them around your neck, write them on your heart. If you do this, both God and men will be pleased with you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Remember the Lord in everything you do, and He will show you the right way.
Reading from Bhagavad Gita. It is better to live our own destiny imperfectly than to live somebody else's life with perfection.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious and merciful. Say, He is Allah, the one and only. Allah is eternal, absolute. He begetteth not, nor he is He begotten. And there is none like unto Him. Thank you.
An oath is a way to make us aware of our duties towards the nation. So I'd like to call my friend Samiksha for the pledge.
Pledge. India is my country and all Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness.
A small positive thought can change your life. So to brighten our morning assembly, I would like to call Mehul for the thought of the day.
Thought of the day is true compassion means not only feeling another's pain but also being moved to relieve it. I repeat my thought, true compassion means not only feeling another's pain but also being moved to help to relieve it.
Vocabulary is a matter of word building as well as word using. Your understanding of what you hear and read to a very large degree is determined by your vocabulary. So to increase your vocabulary, I would like to call Arya for the word of the day.
Today's word of the day, remorse. Spelling R-E-M-O-R-S-E. I'm repeating again the spelling R-E-M-O-R-S-E, meaning deep regret or regret of doing something wrong. Meaning deep regret or regret of doing something wrong. Sentence, she felt a great deal of remorse after being mean to her little sister.
Good news is rare these days, and every glittering ounce of it should be cherished and hoarded and worshipped and fondled like a priceless diamond. So now I call upon Ratin to update us with the latest news headlines.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. Today's news headlines. International news. Millions in China are under lockdown due to rise in Delta variant cases. Afghanistan under attack as Taliban launched 3 missiles on the airstrip. National news. India sees a drastic decline in COVID cases. 1 Zika virus case detected at Pune. Sports news. India's men's hockey team has lost to Belgium in Tokyo Championship by 2-5. India's women's hockey team has made history by reaching semi-finals for the first time in Tokyo Championship by defeating Australia by 1-0. Weather report. Today's forecast: thunderstorm. Today's maximum and minimum temperature are 29 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius respectively. School news. Our school has successfully completed the first term assessment by Google Classroom. Thank you.
Poetry, like any other form of artistic creation, is one of the pillars of humanities. By following the paths of emotion, sensitivity, and imagination, the poem transmits knowledge and human values. As this week's topic is compassion, pathway to peaceful and sustainable society, I would like to call my friend Arushi for a poem recitation.
Could there be a world of compassion, offering our goodwill and sharing our passion? Makes this world a finer place, pitying the broken of our race, allows our hearts to understand, steady courage makes us stand, strong against cruel human hate, inspiring others changes their fate, opening doors that give them hope, nurturing compassion helps us cope. Kindred spirits are easier to find if we will listen with an open mind, noticing others need a helping hand, doing selfless deeds whenever we can, not hesitating to do what is right. Each of us can be a beacon of light, strengthening those with dire needs. Having compassion sows many seeds. Each of us has a valuable role to play, making a concerted effort so we may pay it forward for what we have received. Apathy is a notion that is ill-conceived, that makes some ignore another's pain, helping only if there is a material gain. Yet those with empathy never refrain, supporting those hearing painful sorrow, yearning to find hope again in it tomorrow. Moves us to find a path to a better day, providing to light to show them the way. Allows us to see the good within our race, that resides deep within a heartfelt place, helping us soothe and heal what is wrong, yields some comfort with sympathy's song. Hope rises from compassion and sympathy. Using our sympathy helps us defeat apathy, moving us to open our hearts and minds, allowing us to create harmony that binds. Never forgetting compassion benefits us all, instills a desire that breaks a dividing wall, that lets our humanity makes us clearly see, you and I are the answer, we are the key. Thank you.
To shed more light on our this week's topic, I would like to invite Shreyas with his PPT presentation.
Compassion, pathway to a peaceful and sustainable society. Compassion refers to a strong feeling of sympathy and sadness for the suffering or bad luck of others and a wish to help them.
Compassion in action. What's that all about? First, let's talk about compassion. Compassion means caring about the feelings of others and trying to put yourself in their shoes to understand how they may feel. It feels good when people take the time to listen, to understand, and to care. When you take the time to understand others, you can get along better with them. Having compassion brings us together and helps connect us. We add the words in action because we need to do more than just try to understand others. When we see that someone is hurt or troubled, we can do something to help get rid of their pain. We can take action and do something to make them feel better. This is having compassion in action. Compassion in action takes courage because you have to be brave and step outside yourself to understand others. Then you need to have the courage to take action. If you see someone is hurting or has a problem, you do something to help and to show you care. We can never really know by looking at someone what their life is like or what problems and sadness they may have. We can let someone know that we are there for them. We can really listen to them and try to understand their feelings and their troubles. We can reach out and be a friend to each other. Compassion in action can be little things like smiling at someone, saying hi, holding the door open, giving someone a hug, sharing our things, or just listening. It is also bigger things like including others, standing up for someone who is bullied, getting help for someone in need, being a friend to someone who is lonely, or helping someone with a problem. Think of all the ways that you can show compassion in action. How does it feel when someone shows compassion to you? When you practice compassion in action, it not only helps others and makes them feel better, but it makes you feel good too. Imagine what the world would be like if everyone cared about each other and took the time to listen and understand each other. Imagine if everyone practiced compassion in action and tried to lessen the troubles and sadness of each other. Compassion in action is a bridge that connects you with others. It brings us all together and makes life better for everyone. Here's your challenge. Can you start caring for others? Can you do something every day to make someone feel better and be a friend to others? Watch how compassion in action changes your life and the lives of others. Let's show compassion in action.
Need of peace in a society. Peace is the cornerstone of every society's development as it comes along with unity, positive thinking, and collaboration for common good of all. There is a need for the citizens to decide on a set of united values that they will live by and nurture for the next generation. Peace is the way out of inequity and violence and a golden ticket to enter a new, brighter future for humankind. Ways to create sustainable peace in a society with compassion. A thought of others should be respected. Show kindness. Encouraging others. Volunteering. And expressing yourself. A thought of others should be respected. We can also show compassion by respecting others' thoughts. When we respect others' thoughts in a society, we provide them with evidence that they can make a difference and we make them feel valued. Showing kindness. One of the best ways to show compassion to others is by showing kindness. The person whom we are being kind to benefits from our help and we will also feel good for having helped someone. Encouraging others. If someone we know is feeling down, one of the best ways of showing compassion is by offering encouraging words. When we praise and encourage others, we can sometimes give rise to a positive spiral of behavior in that person. Positive reinforcement is always helpful to a person who is thinking they are either stuck or will never get out of the circumstances they are in a particular moment. Volunteering. One of the best ways to cultivate compassion is through volunteer service. Volunteering gives you the opportunity to make new friends and increase your social skills. Spending time helping people is good for your body, mind, and soul. Expressing yourself. Many people need a listening ear when they are going through something difficult. In these situations, it's important to let the other person express themselves without imposing your beliefs or trying to fix their troubles for them. Thank you.
Speech is the expression of or the ability to express thoughts and feelings by articulate sounds. So I would like to invite my friend Divya for the speech.
Good morning everyone to my respective principal, teacher and dear friends. My name is Divya Sanas and today I am going to speak about compassion. Compassion means having kindness, feeling other people's pain and suffering and avoiding harming or hurting others for one's own ends. It is an absolute fact that a society cannot function without compassion. It is a fundamental part of our communities and it is necessary to ensure that all those in need receive the supports and service they require. Compassion gives us an ability to understand someone else's situation and the desire to take action to improve their lives. Of course, the purest form of compassion when it's shown to someone who will never know of your generosity. There is no expectation of being paid back. It is an act of kindness performed simply because it is the right thing to do. It is never too late for us to make positive difference in the world. We simply start by thinking of others first. If we will begin to fill our lives with compassion, we develop an increasing awareness of the courageous struggles waged daily by our fellow human beings. I would like to conclude my speech with a very simple thought that compassion is a bond that unites all the humanity. Thank you.
Now I would like to request our teacher Mrs. Ashwini ma'am to guide us with this week's topic through her inspirational words.
Good morning to our dear principal Reverend Sister Rosemary George, Manager Sister Pauline, our Vice Principal Sister Rincy, sisters, teachers and my dear children. I am here today to say few words on compassion. Compassion means sympathy and concern for sufferings. I would like to tell you one story about it. One day rich dad took his son on a trip to a village. He wanted to show him how poor someone can be. They spent time on farm of a poor family. On their return from the trip, dad asked his son, "How was the trip?" "It was great, dad," the son replied. "What did you learn from our trip?" Dad asked. The son answered, "We have one dog, they have four. We have pool, they have river. We buy foods, they grow theirs. We have lights, they have stars. We have walls to protect us, they have friends. We have television, they spend time with family. We have world, they have God." The boy's father was speechless while son is talking and realized something. Then his son added, "Thanks dad for showing me how poor we are." Moral of the story is, it's not about money that makes us rich. It's simplicity, love, compassion, friendship, values, family, and our relationship to God that makes our lives rich.
We all have to show compassion to one another. We will get rewards of our helpful act in returns. If we grow with compassion and empathy, the world will be a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your speech. Let our hearts be stretched out in compassion towards others, for everyone is walking his or her own difficult path. With this quote, I would like to end our assembly and thank everyone for giving us their precious time. Thank you.